Good morning. It's New Comic Book Wednesday, November 14th, 2012. My name is James, and this is A Galaxy Called Dallas. I still haven't found a title for this series of videos. I keep putting it down as Once Upon a Time in a Galaxy Called Dallas. If you think that's cool, let me know. If you don't like it and you got a title of your own, let me know. Moving on, some of my comic book picks for today. I'll be picking up my Batman number 14, Batgirl number 14. I will also be picking up The Massive number 6. I'm a really big fan of that comic book. And along the same lines, I'll be picking up a number 1 today called Great Pacific. Great Pacific tells a story of Chaz Worthington. He's 21 years old and the heir to a huge oil fortune. He's from Texas. And the higher-ups, the people up in the hierarchy, do not take him seriously, and he gets a little miffed about it and decides to go off and tackle some real-world problems on his own. One of those being called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. And what that is, in the story, is this huge swirling vortex of trash out in the Pacific. Well, in real world, it is actually a thing, though not to the scale that it's described in the book. In real world items, it is small, minute pieces of plastic and trash that have basically gone from our trash cans to the sewers, to the rivers, to the oceans, and all the ocean's currents swirl together to form this one big swirling vortex out there. And again, it is a real world thing, but it's not something that is visible from the air or from satellites, but it's there just below the surface of the water, and it is detrimental to aquarian life. So, again, a real world problem, but in the comic book, it's taken to a little higher form, just to kind of propel the story a little bit. Sounds like a great issue. I really like the eco threats. I like reading about them. Again, that's why I like reading The Massive, though it's kind of more of a backdrop, and that's similar to what this comic book is. It's more of a backdrop, though it does propel the story in certain areas. And that's Great Pacific by Joe Harris from Image Comics, so be sure to ask for it at your favorite comic book shop. Moving on to events for the week, one of the first things, if you haven't heard, Breaking Dawn Part 2 is coming out. Fan screaming. Okay. I'll tell you, to this date, I have not seen a Twilight movie, have not read any of the books. I've told myself that I will put myself through it just to say that I have, and that way I can be, if I do want to have a discussion with somebody, I can be well informed. So eventually I will read the books and we'll see the movie, just I haven't done it yet. But tomorrow, the 15th, Thursday night, actually it's all day tomorrow, it's the Twilight Saga Marathon. All the movies back to back to back to back, ending with Breaking Dawn Part 2. Check your theaters. All the different theaters have different things going on. So, and plus, if you're a member of their rewards program, that also gets you some perks too. So it's not too late to get tickets. Get into a reward program, get your perks, get your free posters, get your commemorative lanyards, that type of thing. But it starts tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. So be sure, again, check your theaters and check all the different theaters. Some theaters have cooler things than others, and they also have different prices too. I can't list them all. I tried. If you check out my website, you'll see a post for it, and I did put some links there, but that's not all the theaters. So you may have to do some work yourself. There you go. Thursday evening at the site of the new Alamo Drafthouse in Dallas, they will be doing a huge outdoor screening of The Burbs with Tom Hanks and Carrie Fisher. If you don't know where that location's at, it's at Beltline and 75. I used to live over in that area, and there's a huge little shopping center there. And they've torn down one building, and they haven't started building the place yet, but they're going to move in this big truck with a 40-foot screen on the back of it, and they're going to screen the movie there in the parking lot. It's probably going to be a little chilly. If you haven't been outside lately, it's getting kind of cool. Yay, fall. But it is totally free. They will have an open bar, or not an open bar. It's to watch the movie, it's free. You got to pay for your drinks. Bartenders from Lee Harvey's will be there. They will be serving all kinds of craft brews, local craft brews from here in Dallas. So if you're over 18, drink away, try out some of that fun stuff, and go see a free showing of the Burbs, courtesy of Alamo Draft House. Can't wait for them to get here. I keep hearing about all the great events that they have down in San Antonio and wherever else they are, and I'm glad to have them here in Dallas. If anybody's headed northeast out of town this weekend, Springdale, Arkansas, it is Anime Fest. It's the Arkansas Anime Festival in Springdale, Arkansas this weekend. Japanese food cosplay, manga. Y'all pronounce it manga or manga? Lots of fun. So if you're headed out of town, going through Arkansas, and you got some time to kill, Springdale, Arkansas, check it out. Another event that I'm very happy to announce takes place Friday night. It's going to kick off at 7 o'clock, or actually the doors open at 7 o'clock. The show starts at 8. And it is a Starfleet USO show put on by Louie Louie's Piano Bar and the USS Navras. And again, that's Friday, November 16th. Free admission with a supply drive donation. Basically, you can go to the USO's website, and there's a link on it on the USS Navras website to find out what they're needing at the USO, or it's a $5 donation at the door. And $5 may seem like a lot to you. It may not seem like a lot to you, but it goes a long, long way with the USO. They will have Star Garrison of the 501st. They will also have Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca. You better know Peter Mayhew, people. The lady who played Sheba in the original Battlestar Galactica, that is going to be Anne Lockhart. Lovely lady, always making the rounds at the conventions, and glad to see her. And you are also going to have Cindy Freeling, Princess Android from Hardware Wars. If you don't know Hardware Wars, look it up. It's a great spoof of Star Wars. And she will be there also signing. You will also have, again, members of the 501st and the USS Navras. This is benefiting the USO, and what they're trying to do is raise enough money that they can feed all the troops that pass through the USO for a week. And if you've never been to the US, or first of all, if you've never been in the military, I was in the Navy for 6 years, and the USO was always a regular spot for us when we were traveling through airports or other destinations. And it's a little piece of home when you're away from home. And I can't say enough about it that you really don't know how much it means to a military person when they can have that little taste of home. So again, another great cause. Support the troops, and thank you to Louie Louie's and USS Navras for doing this. Again, I wish I could make it. Kind of hard to find that babysitter, but I will. I'm going to send my donation along somehow and get it to the guys, and try to help out with this benefit. So if you get a chance, again, Louie Louie's in Arlington over by the ballpark. Doors open at 7, kicks off at 8 o'clock. Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m., the Doubletree at Dallas Market Center. You will have the North Texas Comic Book Show, or the Dallas-Fort Worth Comic Book Show. They've kind of got it under 2 names. Very easy to find, though. Again, that's the Doubletree at Dallas Market Center, 9:30 a.m. It's what they call a comic book con for comic book comic book con for comic book cons. It's more of a chance for locals to get together. A little bit less expensive. It's only $2 to get in. Very family friendly. Comic books. There's going to be some other people selling books in general. Artists all over the place. Some toy collectors, I think. I went to the one back in July. Sam De La Rosa was there. Also David Daub, Charles Martin from Literati Press, Matt Largent, local gentleman who's done some animation, self-taught on that too, amazing stuff, and also does a little bit of artwork, a little bit of everything for everybody. And so again, be sure and check that out. That's 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the afternoon, I think. Yeah, 4 p.m. So check that out. Saturday morning, for all you fitness nerds, geeks, I don't know if there's any of us that are really into fitness and everything, or you may just be fit enough that you want to go run it anyway. It is the Walking Dead Run and it is a zombie-infested course, 5K, which is about 3.1 miles, if I'm not mistaken. I've walked a couple of those. I don't run those things. I walk them. And if you got the right kind of zombies, you could probably do it. Again, it's 5K, zombie-infested course. There will be free beer. You will also have the band Le Freak for your enjoyment. If you're just a spectator and you just want to go and watch people get taken down by zombies, you can do that. It's $25 to get in, and again, that pays for there's food for purchase. There's, again, free beer. We cannot stress that enough. Free beer. You still have to pay for your food though, and you've got the concert going on. So it's really not a bad package to go watch people get chased down by zombies, drink free beer, eat food, listen to a band. Great deal. Plus, all of the charity goes to the the North Texas Food Bank. If I'm not mistaken, yes, North Texas Food Bank. $1 can feed 3 people. I wish I could do that at my house, but they're pretty good at what they do. So North Texas Food Bank taking all the taking the profits and everything, or taking the donations from them. And again, $25, food for purchase, free beer, free band, watch people get eaten by zombies. Great show. And that's going to do it for this week. Once Upon a Time in a Galaxy Called Dallas. You know, actually, the more I say that, the more I like that. Again, if you've got a better title, let me know. I'll mull it over. We'll see what we can do. Any suggestions on what you would like to see on this video from week to week? Also, if you've got a suggestion for other little videos that you'd like to see, maybe we could do a movie, talk about movies one day. In fact, I may just do that. I don't know. In the meantime, my name is James for A Galaxy Called Dallas. Also follow me on Galaxy_Dallas at Twitter, and just Galaxy Called Dallas on Facebook. Drop me a line, let me know what you think, and y'all have a great week.